All right, I am coming to you not in the Keystone State, but we are down here in West Virginia at the Smokehole Resort. And I'm going to give it this is the lodge, kind of the foothills of the mountains here. But that's really not that important. So that's more like an event center. But yeah, we are not camping this weekend. We are actually staying in these little cabins down here. So thought I'd bring to you something a little bit different this time. So we're gonna walk down here. Anyway, so get away from the road a little bit. So we are not in the camper. We are at Smokehole Resort, which is near the Seneca Rocks in a little town, ironically called Cabins, West Virginia. And we are staying in these cabins here. And I will give you a little walkthrough. You can see the Tacoma there. If you come to the channel, you know that one. So we are just down here for the Labor Day weekend, something different. Didn't feel like dragging the camper out, and it was our anniversary, so I decided to do something a little bit different. We came down here, and we've been down this area before. These are called the Sweetheart Cabins, I believe, and they're really geared towards just two people. They're very, very nice inside. If I can get a minute, I'll walk inside and show you, but I just wanted to bring you out to the back here. Definitely check this area out if you get a chance. You don't have to stay here. There's other things here. This is actually the view behind the cabins, so it's definitely beautiful down here. There's like a little canal that runs behind them. So we'll walk back up here. So these are, like I said, we've stayed here before. It's been a few years. Decided to come back. The very, very beautiful area down here. If you're looking for just a getaway for the weekend, these cabins only run about $219 a night, I think, something like that. I mean, honestly, about the price of a hotel room nowadays. And they're very nice. They come equipped. Just like I said, they're geared for like a two people. So if you want like a romantic getaway or just want to get away for a weekend, and not much out this way, so bring your food with you if you can, or you're gonna have to drive. The nearest town is Petersburg, West Virginia. So this is like the view from the back of these, from this whole thing here. So this is there's like a fishing pond here. And there's a bunch of people over there, so I won't go over there. Not everybody wants to be filmed, I'm sure. So, but anyway, back to it. Yeah, this is a little complex. I think there's about 25 of these little cabins down here, and they do have different rentals kind of scattered out here. That's all part of this Smokehole Resort. So, if you're looking for something, even family, I mean, no, they range in different prices, and they also have a large gift shop, which is down the road. It's actually very nice. I will say they nice things in there. Prices are probably average, but I'm going to walk back over here. It's a little more quiet over here. There's a lot of people down at the pool and things like that. But yeah, this place has a lot. There's a few things to do here, and I want to say a lot, but there's a lot in this area to see. Like you said, we're about, I believe it's about 12 miles down to Seneca Rocks. And this is the view from behind. Like I said, it's spectacular. If you've never been to West Virginia, make it a point to come here, because it's absolutely beautiful over here. But I'll take you on a little walk. So if you want to get away, there's a lot of stuff down this way. There is, like I said, Seneca Rocks. We're near there. The nearest town here is a little town called Petersburg. There's not much there really. It's, your typical little small town grocery stores, things like that. But these cabins are like I said, they're perfect just to get for a getaway weekend or something. But you also, like I said, you're close to Seneca Rocks. Blackwater Falls is about an hour drive. Then you have the Dolly Sods Wilderness, which is actually not too far from here. You have Spruce Knob, which is the highest point in West Virginia. And we actually went there today. I didn't get a good footage because it started storming, and I mean, it was really raining. So I didn't get much footage there. Check my channel if you're interested. I did take some video there at this resort. Here is what I was going to get into. There's some cars coming by, but there are there's like some fishing ponds here, and I don't know if I can get a view on this now, but they are some of the biggest trout I have ever seen. It's stock trout. I mean, I know if you fish Lake Erie or something, these are nothing, but in an area like this, these things were huge. And you can actually catch them. I'm gonna see if I can get to see my pretty face, but that's the view behind, so you don't have to keep looking at the all the footage here. But like I said, there's this whole complex here. There's a few things you can do here. I'm gonna walk over across this little bridge here, which I back over. There's a few of these around. You can cross this little canal, and there's ducks running around here, but you can fish these ponds, but there is a catch. So if you think you're going to come down here and toss your fly rod in, you're sadly mistaken. If there's one drawback to that as far as the fishing here goes, hold on to your hats, because this is one that I've never even seen before. But it is catch and release, and it'll set you back $50 for a half hour of fishing. So yeah, I don't know, that's a little above my pay scale. And these little ducks are everywhere down here, and they just swim around in this little canal, and then there's like a lake. I'm going to take you over to this pond here in a second. But yeah, they're fun to watch, and they're getting used to people. You can tell, because when people come down here to feed them, they just go completely nuts. I'm going to see if I can get into this water. I was down here a little while ago, and there was some monster trout swimming around in here. I mean, I don't think you can. I don't see any right now. They must have moved around, but I'll take you over to this lake. So yeah, you have to have, I believe you have to have, for the one section, you can catch them and you can keep them, but it's about like I said, $50 for a half hour of fishing, and that's catch and release. So that's not, you don't get to keep any of these fish, these monster trout that are in there. There's a second pond here. It's like one's like a pond and one's a little bit, they're basically two ponds, but and the other one you can actually catch them and keep them, but they are $7 a pound. Let's see if we can get these. There's some people walking by here, so I'm trying to see. I just saw one of those fish go by here. I'd love to get one of these, a good clear picture, because these things are monsters. Oops, sorry about that. I just banged the camera. I don't know where he went, but these are the largest trout I've ever seen. I'm going to walk over here to this pond. I might be able to catch a few of them over here. Sorry for the shaky camera. So this is the catch. You can keep what you catch here, and you have to keep what you catch if you catch something out of here. Now, I did see a few carp swimming around in here, which not really my thing, but there are some monster trout. I'll walk over to this other lake here, and we'll see if we can get, unless there's people fishing. I don't want to disturb anybody. But yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff to do down here. If you like to camp and hike, backpack, this is the area to come. There are trails all over this, in this Monongahela National Forest. So it stretches. It's pretty large. We went for a drive today. There's like I said, we went up to Spruce Knob, which is the highest point in West Virginia. But unfortunately, it stormed the entire time we were there. We couldn't even get out of the car. So as you can see, these cabins kind of go on. This is a pretty good sized complex, and I believe there's I want to say there's, man, maybe there's 30 of these cabins. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna walk over here, and it's very well kept here. And like I said, they also have different rental options. There's some houses down a little further, like some Airbnbs and some larger family cottages. They're a little bit more expensive, but I'm gonna walk down here. There's some kids over here, so they might be, I don't know if they'll get loud or not, but I'm just gonna see if I can catch a glimpse of these gigantic fish in this water. Say hi to Mrs. Keystone Preparedness down there, out for her nightly walk. She'll probably be mad that I put her on camera. But let's see if we can get a glimpse of these humongous trout that are in here. No, they're not in this area here. No, there is some in there. But there's a lot of these golden trout in here also. You can see the courtyard here. So, but yeah, definitely a cool place. You can see the definitely the mountains behind. Little outfitter shack there. If you want to fish, you have to have them with you. You can't just show up here and fish. You have to basically make an appointment, and they send somebody down there with you. But like I said, it's real expensive, and I haven't yet to see anybody here fishing. I guess you'd have to be a Rockefeller. I'll walk back up here. Take a route through the grass here. That fella was behind me. Didn't look like he wanted to be on camera, so I figured I wouldn't spin around. I'd spare him. But we're gonna walk over here. There's nobody here now. I'll let there were some kids over here hollering, but hopefully I can get some video of these fish. Some of these fish are they're absolute monsters. But here, I'll show you the sign. This kind of gives you an idea of the cost of this. So, like I said, a little bit cost prohibitive for just your average fisherman. But there are some in here. Let's see if you can see these things. They put these golden trout in here, which are pretty cool. But the brown and the brook trout are going to be a little bit hard to see in this video because of the water. But you can see some of these fish are monsters. I think that one might be maybe a breeder, if you can see that one. But you can see all those golden trout in here, and they're no joke. Some of these trout are probably, man, I don't know, 24 inches. I mean, some of them are monsters. These ones here are definitely close to 24 inches long. Some of them are even bigger. There's some of the brown trout are actually larger. A little duck here, swimming around. But yeah, definitely a cool place. I walk up here on the bridge. I'll probably just end this video here. I may do a walkthrough, just a quick one of the cabin that we're in, but I'm at the other end here, so I'm just gonna finish up here. But yeah, definitely check this out. It's definitely a beautiful area down here. I'll see if I can get some more of these. I don't know if you can see those in the water. You can see the golden ones definitely, but some of those trout they're just like monsters. They look like salmon in here. And which maybe they are. I'm not sure about my bigger trout. I don't know a whole lot about those, but really just like I said, the largest stocked trout I've ever seen. And you can feed them here also, which is kind of neat. So anyway, but it's a really nice complex too. Like I said, it's very well kept. It's very rustic. There's nothing you know, nothing seems out of place. It really fits the landscape here well, which is something I really like. And there's a shot of the lodge. And I think they just do that, events and whatnot in the lodge. So I've never really been in it. But if it's like anything else here, I'm sure it's really nice. So I'm gonna head back on over. I may do a walk through the cabins, but I'm at the other side. I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. But anyway, if you get a chance and you're looking for somewhere different and you're in the area, definitely check this out. And like I said, there's people that come from all over to come down here. There's a lot of backpacking and hiking. There's dispersed camping in the national forest, different spots there. And if you want to just ride around through the mountains, West Virginia is probably one of the most beautiful states there are. So looks like there's a lot of newlyweds here too. I see the just married sign on the car there. So, but yeah, here's the catch and keep pond, which if for my taste, just a little bit too expensive. So I'm going to end this one. I'm going to walk on this bridge here and get you a shot of the lodge. But yeah, definitely check this area out. If you're looking for a place to go, I mean, you could probably spend a whole week here. I believe there's areas down here you can even go kayaking, canoeing, things like that. I know there's hunting here. Obviously, if you're from out of state, you need a West Virginia tag. And same with the fishing here. There's a lot of trout streams, but because of the drought here, I don't know if it's considered a drought, but it's been really dry this summer here. So there's not a lot of, the creeks are pretty low. They're really low. And this is like a nice field that's behind this place. It's just the scenery down here is just beautiful. No matter where you go down here, you can't, there's no bad scenery. So if you're like into photography, man, make sure you bring your camera, because you're going to get some beautiful shots down here. So anyway, thanks for taking this trip with me. Definitely check out some of I'm going to be putting a couple other videos up too. Some of the areas we went, I took some short videos of some like the descent up to the Spruce Knob and things like that. They're just short videos. Some of them are just the fish and things like that. But thanks for stopping by. If you like these videos, definitely leave a comment. If if there's something you think I could do better, definitely let me know that too, because I'm always looking to make these videos a little more interesting. And tell your friends, if you like it, maybe they'll enjoy it too. And I'm going to try to get back into some of the preparedness videos also, because I know I've been really slacking, and I know the world's completely falling apart, and I'm really not being on top of it. But anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys on the next one. Like I said, if you like this video, like and subscribe to it, and if not, do it anyway. And God bless, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.